feeling invisible, you matter more than you know. Hey there. If you're watching this, chances are you've felt that heavy weight of loneliness, that feeling like you could disappear and no one would even notice. It's a dark place, but I want you to know with absolute certainty that you're not alone. We're going to explore how to find your way back to the light together. Take a deep breath and let's begin. That feeling of wanting to disappear isn't just sadness, it's a profound sense of isolation. It's the belief that your presence doesn't matter, that your absence wouldn't create a ripple. You pour your energy into being good, meeting expectations, but inside there's a hollow echo. You might smile, crack jokes, but a nagging voice whispers, "Would anyone even care if I wasn't here?" I understand that weight. I've sat in that same room staring out the window questioning my purpose. It's a vicious cycle, but I promise you, it can be broken. I want to share 5 steps that helped me rediscover my sense of worth, my feeling of being needed, and most importantly, my connection to life. These aren't instant fixes, but they are real, tangible actions you can take. Are you ready to start this journey? Let's dive in one step at a time. The first and most crucial step is to stop masking your true feelings. If you're feeling lost, if you're grappling with the desire to disappear, acknowledge it. We often hide behind smiles, afraid to burden others with our pain. But those feelings don't vanish, they fester. I remember a day when the pretense crumbled. Overwhelmed by loneliness, I broke down in tears. Fearful of judgment, I kept it hidden. But in that moment, I whispered to myself, I feel lonely, and that's okay. It was a release. Acknowledging your emotions isn't a sign of weakness, it's the first act of healing. When you stop fighting yourself and accept your feelings, it's like releasing a pressure valve. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and say, I feel what I feel, and that's okay. Don't suppress or judge your emotions. Give yourself permission to feel the full spectrum of your experience. How does that feel? Even a small sense of relief is progress. If it doesn't resonate immediately, be patient with yourself. Healing takes time. The second step is to find someone you can confide in. I know how daunting it is to share your vulnerabilities, especially when you feel unseen. You might worry, what if they don't understand? What if they dismiss my feelings? But trust me, there's someone who will listen. It could be a friend, a family member, a colleague, or a therapist. The key is to take that initial leap of faith. I remember reaching out to an old friend after years of silence. I simply messaged, "Hey, I'm struggling and I don't know what to do." I braced myself for awkwardness, but his response was immediate and supportive. We talked for hours, and I felt a weight lift from my shoulders. Sometimes people are waiting to offer support. They just need to know you need it. Don't be afraid to appear vulnerable. Asking for help is a sign of strength. Text or call someone and say, I need your support. If you lack close connections, explore online forums, groups, or communities where people share similar experiences. You'd be surprised by the outpouring of support you can find. The most important thing is to not keep your pain bottled up inside. Let it out, share it, and allow others to help you carry the burden. The third step is to cultivate an awareness of the small joys that surround you. When life feels meaningless, it's easy to dismiss everything as pointless. You might look at your accomplishments and think, so what? Who cares? But meaning isn't found in grand gestures, it's woven into the fabric of everyday moments. It could be the aroma of your morning coffee, a stranger's genuine smile, a sunny day, or a cherished song. I started by expressing gratitude for something small each morning. Today, I'm grateful for this warm cup of tea, or I'm grateful for the sunshine. It sounds simple, but gradually I noticed the world becoming less bleak. I began to appreciate the scent of rain on grass, the texture of fresh bread, the comfort of my blanket. These small things rekindled a sense that life held more than just pain. Look around you right now and identify one thing that brightens your day. Perhaps it's the soft light in your room, your favorite mug, or simply the fact that you woke up with another chance. Start small and watch your perspective shift. Consider keeping a gratitude journal. Each evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be anything, even a funny video that made you smile. Over time, you'll train your mind to see the good that surrounds you. The fourth step is to remind yourself that you matter. When we feel invisible, we start to believe we're insignificant. You might think, who needs me? What have I done that's worthwhile? But that's simply not true. You matter simply because you exist. You have a unique and irreplaceable value to the world, even if you can't see it right now. I started a simple practice. Each morning I would say, I matter, my voice matters, my actions matter. It felt awkward at first, but gradually I began to believe it. You have a greater impact than you realize. You might have inspired someone without even knowing it. You might have helped a friend simply by listening during a difficult time. Or you might have performed a small act of kindness that brightened someone's day. A coworker once told me, "Thanks for always being so positive. It really helps." I hadn't even realized my attitude was affecting others. Remind yourself of your positive qualities and contributions. Write "I matter" on a piece of paper and place it where you'll see it daily. Or set a reminder on your phone. Believe it, you're not just a random person. You leave a mark even if it's invisible to you right now. Try performing a small act of kindness for someone. Send a kind message, help a colleague, or offer a compliment. When you see your actions making a positive difference, you'll begin to realize your own significance. The final step is to move forward, but with small, manageable steps. Don't try to overhaul your entire life at once. That will only lead to exhaustion. When you're already feeling depleted, ambitious goals can seem insurmountable. Set one small, achievable goal for each day. It could be a 10-minute walk, reading a few pages of a book, watching an inspiring video, or sending a kind message. When I started doing this, I felt a renewed sense of control. I remember setting a goal to simply get out of bed and do a 5-minute workout each morning. It was challenging at first, but I gradually added other small habits: drinking more water, reading before bed, calling friends. These small wins provide the momentum to keep going. Over time, you'll notice your days becoming brighter, and the feeling of emptiness will begin to fade. You are stronger than you think. Start small and watch how far you can go. Find something that inspires you. Perhaps it's a neglected hobby like drawing, music, or cooking, or simply spending time in nature. I started taking pictures of sunsets with my phone. It became my ritual, a reminder that I was alive and present. Find something that serves as your anchor, something that connects you to the world and brings you a sense of peace. Those are the 5 steps that helped me emerge from the darkness. You are not alone in this struggle. I know how isolating it feels to believe that no one needs you, but you have the power to change that. Try these steps and share your experiences in the comments. Perhaps you have your own coping mechanisms to share. I'd love to hear them, and I'm sure others would benefit as well. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll navigate this path together, offering support and encouragement along the way. You matter, you are needed, and I believe in you. I'll see you in the next video.